What's good, fight fans? Your Majesty speaking. I just got finished watching an interview from Daily Mail. She was interviewing Devin Haney, and I found a few things interesting. The first thing I want to say is Devin Haney looks very, very healthy. No diddy, but normally I'm so used to seeing Devin on the scale, and he damn near looked like a skeleton. But of course, the weigh-in ain't came yet. But just looking at him being a person who pay attention to the weigh-ins and the press conferences and the arrivals and stuff, normally around this time, Devin is looking kind of anorexic. But looking at the interview, he looks full and like, I'm trying to give you the correct word, but it's like normally you can see every bone in his body and his face and his neck, and you can see like some fullness to him. And I know, like I said, we about 2 days away from the weigh-in. Things could change, but I'm actually interested to see what he looked like on the scale. I think this is going to be the first time that I've ever seen Devin Haney and him not look like a skeleton. So I'm hoping that translates and does him some good as far as like his punch resistance or his maybe even his power. One of the things that stood out to me from this video, like I said, Daily Mail, I've never even seen her before, but it popped up and I'm glad it did. One of the things that she asked was, did you lose confidence after the Ryan Garcia fight? And surprisingly, his response was, yes, I lost confidence after that fight. And I want people to understand, because I hear a lot of fans and people that love Devin Haney, when I talk to people, when they say, oh, in the Jose Ramirez fight, he looked like he had PTSD or like he was afraid or whatever the case may be. And I felt the same way. And to be honest, I don't think it's a knock on Devin Haney for feeling a loss of confidence or feeling like, you know, you got to question yourself for what you can be able to do, because at the end of the day, these guys are human. Devin Haney is no different than me and you. And I think it's a natural reaction to feel the way that Devin Haney felt after that fight. You go through a training camp and you give it your all, and then you get in the ring and you get beat up the way he did in the Ryan fight. Granted that, you know, the Ryan popped dirty or whatever the case may be. I get all of that. But just the simple fact that even still, you don't feel like somebody is that much better than you. So it would make sense to have a loss of confidence or not feel like you as good as you thought you were. And once again, to me, I felt like it showed in that Jose Ramirez fight. But I hear so many fans get mad at other people when they say Devin Haney looked like he's scared to fight. Devin Haney don't look the same. Devin Haney ran. And like I said, Devin Haney fans get mad. But if you refer to Devin Haney, he himself said he lost confidence. And me being a person who has dealt with a career-ending injury where I can't play ball no more, whatever the case may be, based on a torn patella tendon that lingered too long, it took a while for me after therapy, even going through physical therapy. Immediately after physical therapy, I still didn't feel anywhere close to what I was before I got injured. And mentally, it plays a big role. It plays a big part in your psyche when it just don't feel the same. So I know me, before I got injured, I would always get mad at Derrick Rose for not playing how he used to play, or T-Mac for not playing how they used to play it. And then, and in this case, even Devin Haney, people get mad because, you know, they say PST, but it take a while for you to get back into the flow of things where you actually feel comfortable doing the things that you used to do, and most importantly, trusting, in my case, that knee to be able to do the things that it did before you had surgery. In Devin's case, trusting his abilities to be able to do what he was able to do before the Ryan fight. And hopefully he feels this as though in his training camps or whatever the case, or in his last fight, that he was able to overcome some of those things. But just being a person speaking from experience, it's not easy to mentally put yourself back in a space that you were before you ever got hurt. You know, sometimes you liken it to a female or somebody, if you've been cheated on or whatever the case may be. It's kind of hard to go back to not remember how it was before a person cheated, because now anything that person do or whatever the case may be, it's always going to be in the back of their mind or in the back of your mind that, oh, you know what, they might be cheating or whatever the case may be. It's just a natural reaction. And I want us as fans, because I'm a fan. I'm a fan. I love boxing. I love to talk boxing. But I want us fans to get out of acting like these fighters aren't human. These people are human beings just like me and you. They get up, they have issues, they pee, they boo-boo, they deal with hardship. They, you know, some of them financially go into struggles just like everyday people. The only difference is they have a level of visibility that the average person don't have, and so we look at them differently. But in reality, bro, these people are human beings. So it's natural for Devin Haney to go through that mental space of, damn, like, am I as good? Even I think I heard Tio say, am I losing it? Do I not have it no more? Like, it's natural. So I want us as fans to stay out of our feelings. Get out of your feelings if somebody feels like Devin may not be there mentally no more. It's possible. You know what I'm saying? Me being a Mike Tyson fan, at one point in time, I thought Mike Tyson was Hulk Hogan. I thought Mike Tyson was Incredible Hulk. I thought he wasn't human. And I met him in person one time, and as a kid, I was super excited. Mike Tyson, Mike Tyson. And you know what he told me? He said, don't ever sweat nobody. Don't sweat nobody. And in my mind, I'm like, bro, you Mike Tyson. Like, what do you mean? And he like, I don't care. It don't matter who I am. It don't matter. I'm a man just like you are. I'm a man just like you. I put my pants on the way you put your pants on. And from that day on, I've always looked at everybody the same, and I appreciate him for that. At the time, I thought he was a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? I thought he was an asshole. But to this day, as an adult, I appreciate that lesson that he taught me, because so many people act like these fighters wasn't born by a mama. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all came out of a womb. You know what I'm saying? We all are the same. So get out of feeling like this person can't have a mental issue or whatever the case may be. We see it with these NFL players. We see it with these people are human. That's it. They human. So I say all of that to say this. I want to give Devin Haney some credit for, after admitting that he's gone through a mental issue and, you know, didn't really believe in himself like he once did, for him to be one fight removed from the Ryan Garcia fight and to be stepping up and taking on a challenge like Brian Norman Jr., you have to commend him. I don't care what nobody say about Devin Haney, how much you don't like him, how much you don't like his daddy. You gotta show the brother some respect, and that's win, lose, or draw. Win, lose, or draw. And I feel the same for Brian Norman Jr. Like, I like Brian Norman Jr. I like his mentality is that of a old school fighter. Like, bro, I don't care about none of that stuff, bro. I just want to go out here and scrap. May the best man win. You think you better than me? I think I'm better than you. Let's go find out who really the best is. And I'm going to always respect that. That's why I make the Lubin videos. That's why I make the Joseph Parker videos. And for somebody like Shakur Stevenson, who can't seem to get a fight, but is always trying to fight the best person, David Benavidez, once again, commend him a lot for being one of those people who didn't sit around and waiting for Canelo derail his career like a Jamal Charlo. So I'm going to always pay respect to somebody like Devin Haney, who's willing to jump up there and take That yeah, shit. I know I had went through this shit before. Mentally, I was fucked up, but I think I shipped the rust off, and I'm ready to jump back in there. Errol Spence, tragic, could have been a tragic car accident, and you hop back in, and your first fight is Danny Garcia. You know what I'm saying? Or you gotta show these dudes some love, bro. We ask a lot from these dudes as fans, but then we don't return the favor when it comes to respecting them and the things that they do. As soon as they lose, we you know what I'm saying, we trashing them. If Devin go in here and lose, people gonna trash him. They not even gonna respect the fact that at 26 years old, or I think she said he just had a birthday, 27 years old, this man done fought Loma. He done fought a lot of guys. And I know people like to discredit resumes and say, oh, this guy was this. It don't matter. The nigga fought him. You know what I'm saying? And even now, he's stepping up a whole nother weight class and he fighting Brian Norman Jr. So I just want to pay some respects to Devin, the Dream Haney, for accepting these challenges and doing what fans ask. Shit on him all you want, but the motherfucker is fighting, bro. That's all I can ask. But if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do so. And if you have not, please hit the notification bell so that you can be notified when I drop future videos. Also, share the video. Also, if you have not followed my social medias, please do so. They are in front of you. And until next time.